Hi everyone, this is Joseph and Xavier again. We're back for the final construction of the A-Wing model from LEGO. It was 2020's Collector Series, Ultimate Collector Series edition set that came out. Oops. You know what I need to do? You need to make sure that's muted. Good, okay. Apologies. With me is Jacob, James, and Robert. Everybody say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
And now say goodbye as we go back to instructions where we were left at last time.
I'm a bodied voice.
I just realized that's actually the wrong one. I'm on bag 7, not bag 6. So everybody get ready for some epilepsy.
Oh, Caesars! Oh, God. No, too far. You went too far. Go back. Oh, good.
I went too far again.
The fan was worse.
Nah, the fan's fine. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to start here on step 323 out of how many was it, James?
528, was it?
570.
What?
I think. I haven't opened the PDF since last week.
Oh, that's fair. And the only reason why
Up since then.
Okay. You know what I forgot to do again?
Volume.
Oh, is it too soft or too loud?
No, talking to me.
Oh, okay. I forgot to set up the garbage can again, so I'm going to have a nice pile of plastic bags again to clean up. Oh, see, that one got stuck. That would have been disastrous. So I'm going to attempt to finish this within 2 hours because it's basically just a lot of detail work, and that's just a personal goal. It's not like it's actually going to happen. But we'll see what it
So
do.
you're saying we don't need to set up any sort of wacky punishment for when you fail?
What kind of punishment would you like to set up for when I fail?
To be continued.
What's that?
Seppuku.
I still didn't catch it, sorry.
Seppuku.
Oh, okay. Sudoku, got you. Yeah. But I like Sudoku, so that's not really punishment.
I am going to kill you.
All right, 2 times for that one. Try to remember where everything is in frame for this. Although that's going to fail. Let's just realize that right now. There it is. Is that? It's actually going through that axle, huh? Okay. So, like that. Does that look right to everybody?
Yes.
Looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it seemed really off to me, so that's why I kept questioning myself. Okay.
Yeah, rechecking the PDF, 570 steps.
570 steps, and I gotta go through 250 about in an hour and a half. You're going to place bets?
I could have sworn, did you really get that far last time?
Yeah.
I thought you were only in 200 something.
I was at 323 because I'm on bag 7. I finished bag 6 last time. Yeah, go back and watch it. The link to the first video is in the description if you want to go back and see that. Wonderful.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up right now and watch it while we're in here.
And have your volume turned up real loud so that we can hear it.
And we're just gonna respond to our last week's selves and wonder why they're being rude and not responding back.
Flip over. Put this guy. That's weird for it to overhang. And the blue one. Oh, wait. I'm already messing up. Okay.
Obviously, step 1, breathe in. Step 2, breathe out. Repeat as needed.
Repeat ad nausea. Rotate it that model. Okay. And those are. Man, I am feeling so blind right now. I need you all to like focus and give me your eye strength or something.
Well, you realize I'm already in glasses and/or contacts, so no.
Well, which is it, and or? Are you in classes and contacts or not?
Yes.
I was looking at the set that came with the purchase, which you can see back there, and it's the Death Star 2 like play scene that they made, and I was just really curious about it because I couldn't really quite identify the ship on it at first. Like obviously the TIE Interceptor's there, but it's a miniature model of the A-wing, and I felt so dumb once I realized what it was that I was seeing. Hi, Hal. You want to say hi to everybody again? Work through the cat. Work through the cat. Get that
And
belly.
here we have the real star of the show.
Flip it over again. Two of those. But yeah, it's like a very odd model of an A-wing, I think. But I understand it. Oh, don't you dare play with those Lego, boy.
The tiny one or the one you're building?
The tiny one. My apologies, because I got sidetracked. And like the only thing that really helped me to identify it as an A-wing was the shape of the. Hello.
All right.
Was the shape of the vertical wings on the engines. It just felt like an odd design choice to me, but again, I understand this little thing for not serious.
Just for reference, since you got the box right there, what's the model number on it?
Oh, thank you.
Because I'm trying to picture what you mean by like weirdness of the A-wing, and I'm drawing blank.
The model number is 40407.
40407.
And one done.
Okay, I see. It looks very snub-nosed.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it, actually.
Like very compressed. Like somebody took it and just went squish, and here you go.
And Bob's your uncle. Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. Zooming in, the sides on it are just. I don't know what they were going for.
I think just cheap and quick, and something they can do as a bonus, or possibly just have little kids be able to have something to play with. Oops. Which is totally fine and fair. I got nothing against that.
I mean, yeah, if your intention was to buy the expensive A-wing and they wanted to throw this other thing at you, sure. But then they also sell it by itself, so yeah.
Well, because there's probably plenty of people who would have fussed about not being able to get that particular set, and they're just like, you know what, I don't know. I should just stop trying to explain other people's actions when I barely know what I'm doing, so we'll leave it at that.
Well, and I guess to be fair, it is only a 235-piece set, so
Yep.
Yeah.
Two of those. No, not two of those. Two of these that are going the opposite direction. And Flippy Z went in. Let's see. Oh, come on. Oh. Just flew right off.
That's what she said.
Jessica's been stuck on Hamilton this past week, thanks to Disney Plus and all.
It's an amazing show.
Yeah, sorry, don't get me wrong. It's fantastic. I'm so glad we watched it. I got no problems with her watching it over and over again. She's trying to watch it like sequentially all at once, but she keeps getting interrupted. So it's like, whatever. So we get to listen to it again. But of course, now I have the song stuck in my head, and the one that I like the most is the one that King George III sang.
Yes. Yes. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armored battalion to remind you of my love.
Paraphrase, not dictated.
I still love that. I will kill your friends and family
to remind you of my love. La da 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 da. Yeah.
We can tell James has seen it.
Well, Stephanie had been listening to the soundtrack like years ago, and we did go and see it when it was at the whatever the theater is here that's Disney owned. The one in downtown, Robert.
Dr. Phillips.
Yes. We saw it when it was there.
Oh, nice.
Not for my pocketbook. Hi-oh.
But I honestly, having seen it on Disney Plus, I would have loved to have seen it in person.
Yeah. And Jessica
is really good. It is really, really good.
Oh yeah, no, it was worth it to go see it. And since she had been wanting to see it, since she had heard of it years ago, well, it came out 2016 in Broadway, but we decided to just go ahead and spring a little bit and get the ones that were actually like on the ground floor. I believe it was probably, if not the back row, then maybe the back like 2 or 3 row, but still, it was worth it.
Yeah.
For sure.
I've taken Jessica to go see Shen Yun at the Tennessee Performing Arts Center in downtown Nashville. Probably like the first year we were together, because we had seen some advertisements, and she loves the Oriental culture and everything like that, especially Japan. And so I was like, oh, hey, was this something you'd like to do? And she's like, oh, yeah, but I don't think we'll ever get to do it. And I was like, ha, 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 ha. And I made the comment of like, oh, we're going to go downtown. She's like, oh, but you hate downtown. I said, yes, I do hate downtown, but we're going to go see the show. So dress up nice.
Aww. So sweet. What'd
you say? So what?
I said, oh, that's so sweet. And then I vomited.
Right. Oh, it's your fault for eating all that pizza. So.
Am I going to replay Batman Arkham Knight?
No.
I mean, have you played it all the way through?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Amazing. I'm sorry. I love that game.
Yes, I have played it all the way through.
The only reason I still have it installed after finishing it is because I believe I did buy the season pass when it was on sale at one point, but just had not gotten around to play it. That's the only reason I still have it installed on my Xbox.
I don't have it installed. I was going to download it.
Ah.
I have Game Pass.
It's really freaking so I would suggest. All the Batman games have been really good in the Arkham City. I mean, in the Arkham series.
That's why I'm tempted to replay it, because it was so good.
Right.
And I'm just not feeling any of the stuff that I have currently downloaded right now.
There it is. This bag went by really quickly. Not that I'm complaining, but I'm already almost done with it. Oh, whoa, this is weird. Not expecting this to fit together like it does.
Have you tried to get Eliana to play on Xbox yet, Robert?
No, I downloaded. Well, a long time ago, when the Xbox was still in the living room, I downloaded some Disney Parks game that was available through Game Pass, and she couldn't figure out the controls and stuff like that. And then I played it for her, and it was an absolutely horrible game. So,
Oh man. Apparently I missed something.
Yeah, I was going to say, if she had been into or was trying to get into, I see that they have that Minecraft Dungeons, which is supposed to be pretty good for kids. Then again, it might also be is she 4 yet or just 3 and change?
3 and change.
Okay.
She turns 4 in September.
Okay, apparently I really messed something up here.
If you haven't given it a try, Robert, you should try the Power Rangers fighting game.
I did try it, and it was pretty good, but I'm not much into fighting games. And the whole text-based cutscene thing was annoying.
Yeah, that's fair. Because I think I did try to play it as well and had very... Oh, that's what I'm missing. Okay. And yeah, I had very similar hiccups with it.
Right now, I'm trying this downhill mountain biking game.
Lonely Mountain Downhill Biking.
Yes. You know how James knows the name of the game?
Right. That's what I'm laughing at.
Well, I mean, I also have the Game Pass. And then also, because I can, listen to podcasts and whatnot at work, there's a couple of video game podcasts I listen to, and it's been mentioned before.
Right.
It's not bad. It's pretty good. I've been finding myself attracted
from what I can understand,
just kind of like very simple kind of games, nothing too terribly complicated.
Yeah.
Because I don't have time to sit there. Like I tried starting Red Dead 2. And I just don't have that kind of time to sit there and make good progress.
Right.
So this kind of game is great because I can pick it up, play for 20 minutes, and feel like I accomplished something. Whereas with Red Dead, I would play for 20 minutes and feel like I walked 2 feet.
Yeah, no, I have not played the second Red Dead yet. If you don't have the time to put into it, it's probably not worth it.
Whoa! And I'm dead.
Well, that's no good. Oh, hey, Robert. So that piece I mentioned earlier before we started broadcasting with that little knob that I thought was going to be rubber band.
Yeah.
It is not for a rubber band. It's to attach this piece that I'm building right now. So that's an angle.
That's another one of those like crazy engineering things.
Oh, yeah. Oops. Okay. Say what? Oh, that line like right up too. That's incredible. I think. Huh. I remember the old days they would just use a hinge plate to do this angle, but now they got all these weird connectors in there. Uh-oh.
Ah, keep dying at the same point.
So a lot more leftover pieces than I would have thought. Like, for people that don't normally build Legos, like, you're going to have extra pieces like these 5 here on the right. But, like, I got some bigger ones here that apparently I missed. And it's like, crap, where do they go now? So I'm going to see if I can look through the steps real quick.
Yeah, just trying to browse through the list of all these Game Pass games. I forgot how many are on here. There is a lot.
Yep. It's totally worth the money. And considering that I had purchased 3 years in advance,
You're going to make do with
Well,
that.
yeah, given that there's not enough hours in the day, I don't know that I would have gone out and upgraded if they did not have the pay $1, convert your time offer.
yeah.
Although it'll be interesting to see after their Xbox conference, whatever, not E3 thing this week, if there's rumors that they might be just dropping Xbox Gold altogether.
They're not rumors, it's true.
Yeah, I was telling.
I saw that they removed the 12-month from purchase.
Yep.
Beyond that, they've not confirmed anything else.
Oh, okay.
Everybody assumes that at their little conference thing, as part of, oh, hey, we're launching the next system, here's what's happening with Xbox Live Gold. I mean, if they want to get some momentum out, they would go ahead and drop, the online multiplayer in Gold free and just try and get people on the Game Pass.
Yeah, and they're integrating the what do you call it? xCloud is now going to be part of Game Pass Ultimate.
Yep. In September. It started in September.
What's xCloud? I don't think I've ever heard of that.
For Xbox.
They're game streaming, so you'll be able to stream like AAA titles and stuff like that are anything part of Game Pass Ultimate. You'll be able to stream to like your phone or your Windows-based PC.
Okay.
So
basically, their version of a Stadia type thing.
Yeah.
Only better.
Have you tried it? Have you tried it yet?
Stadia, no, but I've seen enough videos on it that it's not.
No, I meant the xCloud version.
Oh yeah. I was gonna try and show like Nathan if you want to switch to my cam real quick.
Hang on. I know how to do this. I swear.
So I picked up this phone holder for the 360 remote, and so I can just snap my phone onto here. Right.
Okay.
And then you launch the xCloud app. I don't have it on this phone, but you would launch the xCloud app and then play your games on your phone at almost the same quality as they are on the Xbox. Unless you've got like a 4K TV, but
only teeny tiny living space.
Only it's smaller. But I mean, it was great because, for example, in the living room, you can switch back to your build. And when the Xbox was in the living room, I couldn't play while the girls were watching TV.
Right.
But with xCloud, I could stream my console to my phone and play my Xbox on my phone. Now that the Xbox is in the office with a new 4K TV, that's been less of the case, but it's still neat that like I can stream my Xbox from anywhere in the world. So like I even had things where like I'll go at when we weren't in the middle of a pandemic, I would go out to like eat lunch, and while I was waiting for the food to come out, I would sit there, pull out this remote with it, snap the phone in the holder, and then I could play Fallen Order while I was waiting for my food to show up from my Xbox at my house.
Okay.
And then the xCloud like game streaming, other than streaming your own Xbox they'll have titles like Gears of War 5, for example, that you'll be able to stream to your phone without having to install on your Xbox.
And Master Chief Collection's on there as well.
So, pretty neat.
The Master Chief Collection is Xbox on Xbox for people that already has it.
You are breaking it in.
One of the rumors with the Series X is that there's gonna be a physical, like the refrigerator version we have now with a disk drive in it for people that don't have unlimited bandwidth and need a physical disk copy to play, right?
Right.
And then there's supposedly there's gonna be like a lighter version that'll be like the Xbox One S, and all digital, where you'll be able to either download the games or just stream them. You won't even have to install them on the console itself.
It's going to be as powerful as the Xbox One X. Maybe slightly more powerful.
And then you can just stream the games. You won't have to ever install them on the console itself. So the idea is that the game is running on a ridiculously overpowered server. So there's like 0 load time, 0 install time, and you can play it from anywhere. You can play it on the Xbox connected to a television. You can play it on your phone. You can play it on your iPad or tablet, and stream the game anywhere you want to play anytime.
Okay.
So kind of untethering you from the living room. So, if I wanted to, I can Bluetooth sync my Xbox remote to this laptop and then stream it on the laptop. Walk over to my desktop and do it on the desktop. So some pretty neat stuff. I did use it. I would show you, but that phone is currently dead. I'll see if I can. I mean, we're going to be here a while, so let me.
What's that supposed to mean?
Plug it in. That's your slow and fat.
That's fair.
Well, I don't know. He's only 199 steps away.
I'll plug in. This laptop still has a decent enough charge, so I'll plug this in long enough to be able to show you guys. But I mean, for me, the coolest feature was streaming my actual Xbox so that I could play titles that are not on Game Pass anywhere that I wanted. That was really cool.
Also, they actually are discontinuing the Xbox One. They're not making it anymore.
Yeah, I heard that they stopped making them like this past week.
Yep.
Yes and no. They're no longer doing the Xbox One X. They're not making any more of those, nor are they building the Xbox One S all digital edition.
Correct.
They are
The
still
Xbox
going
One
to be
S
making.
edition, they're still building.
Yeah, they're still going to be making the Xbox One S,
which is the one that I have with the disc.
correct. Yeah, the one with the disk drive, still good. All digital, no more. The X, no more.
They did that because the Lockhart or Lionheart or whatever it's called, the cheaper version of the Series X is just as powerful, if not slightly more powerful, as the X currently is. So,
well, they also don't want to. They want inventory to start dying down now because during holiday season, the Xbox One X is going to end up being cheaper than the Series X, and then that'll cut into their profits.
right.
Yeah, and until we hear about
little Timmy's going to say, "Grandma, I want an Xbox One Series X," and then Grandma's going to go to GameStop and get duped by the manager and buy an Xbox One X for a cheaper price, and then Timmy's going to have a very bad Christmas. So.
Correct. The consensus online is Microsoft has been terrible at their naming scheme as far as this goes. But any kind of specs for the digital version of the Series X or Lockhart or whatever, those are all just going to be rumors until they officially announce it.
Right, which is most likely this week. Well,
From what I've heard is this one is going to be more games. no price, no concrete release date. And then the one in August is when they're going to push their, oh, we also have this digital version of it.
Right. I understand. I'm just meaning it's possible for them to do that, considering they're announcing all these games and everything else. Because Sony just released, what their PlayStation 5 and what it looks like and stuff like that. They haven't released a price tag for it yet, but there's a lot of speculation on how much that's going to be.
Well, at this point, they're both playing chicken as far as it comes
Yeah.
to price.
Yeah.
Correct. It'll just be depending on which one folds first. We live in a different world now, unfortunately. Thanks to the pandemic and E3 being absolute garbage.
Which is sad because I every year I look forward to E3. So
Well, it's not so much that E3 is garbage. E3 is canceled this year, delayed,
Yeah.
however you want to look at it.
It is
The digital,
canceled, but it
the
was
digital
also garbage.
showcases are pretty much all on the different, publishing companies.
right, but E3 was already canceled way before all this stuff started happening in the first place.
Not before the pandemic, no.
Well, a lot of the people like Xbox and other people, well, maybe not Xbox, but like PlayStation and a few others already pulled out.
There were a lot of people that already pulled out, but that's mainly why I'm saying because E3 is garbage. But if E3 happened, we would have had more announcements from Sony and Microsoft about their consoles at the time of E3 because the attention is on them.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But now it's their field. They can
Correct. Now they can do whatever the hell they want.
Exactly.
And like James said, they're just going to play chicken with each other until one of them caves and gives the price first. And I think it'll end up being Microsoft.
Probably.
I don't know. I mean, the way I look at it, Sony has pretty much won this generation. So Microsoft, I don't know. They're probably going to wait and see because they got burned last time by having the higher price point. So I don't imagine that they want to repeat that again.
But I think that Sony knows that too and will be willing to hold out until hoping that Microsoft will cave. Like you said, it's a game of chicken. And Sony's in a position to wait longer than Microsoft is.
Obviously, the solution will be you put a pre-order in, you go to pick it up, you find the price out then. Bam, sold.
James
is a genius.
I will take those extra marketing dollars now, please.
The speculation on the PlayStation 5 is that the all digital version is going to be $399, and then the disc version is going to be the $499 price tag. What I've been reading online, and other people have been reporting that there's been leaks, and that's what the supposed prices are going to be for the PlayStation 5. What do y'all think of that? Do you think that's a fair price?
What was it again? $399, $499?
Yeah, $399, $499. All digital, $399. The disc one, $499.
I mean, it's pretty standard for a brand new console, I think.
Right.
I mean, the Xbox One launched at $499, mostly because it had Kinect bundled in it.
Right.
So I could see the new gen things launching at $500.
Yep.
As far as what the digital versions are, I mean, all they're doing is scrapping a disk drive.
Well,
a Blu-ray drive probably goes for what, $50 maybe? Now that they're out there common.
Right.
So considering video game manufacturers make all their money in software sales, so they already know they're going to lose money on all their hardware sales, which is why Microsoft tries to bank on, hey, here's our Game Pass, pay us X amount a month, we'll take this money, etc. And so I could see them only knocking $50 off for the digital, maybe. depending on if there's anything else different in the specs for the all digital versions of either Sony or Microsoft.
I just
And
know
that's why I think, like I said, that there's that rumor of that like slightly less powered one where it'll rely on game streaming more than local install. So they'll do stuff like it'll do 4K but only at 60 frames, not 120. It won't have a disk drive. It'll have a smaller hard drive to force users to sign up for Game Pass and then stream the games as opposed to installing them locally.
Was that a gasp that you're missing a piece, Nathan?
Sorry, that was a hiccup.
Gesundheit.
No, I'm online.
You're on.
Are y'all looking? Sorry.
I was being dumb. Go ahead.
What games on PlayStation 5 are you guys looking forward to? Anything specific?
I don't have a PlayStation now, so no.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I do want to. I am tempted at Christmas time or Black Friday to pick up, hopefully because they'll go cheap, because of the PS5, picking up a PS4 regular, stupid cheap, because I would like to try. I would like to play Spider-Man and Horizon.
Oh yeah, both those games are amazing. So yes, definitely.
So those are the two that. And has there been an Uncharted game that's come out since the PS3?
Yeah,
Correct. There's a fourth one.
Yeah, so like I would like to play that one as well.
There's been 4, and then what was it called? Uncharted Lost Legacy, I think. It was like basically what Miles Morales is going to be to Spider-Man PS4.
Like a standalone expansion.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But it's supposedly going to be bigger than that, so.
I didn't catch, Robert, you said Spider-Man, PS4, and what other game?
Horizon.
Zero Dawn, Nathan.
Oh, okay.
Zero Dawn.
In a job.
The robot dinosaur game.
Right. No, it's just in a job long time past, we used to have a client called Core Horizon, and that's what I kept hearing. So I was just like, what?
So yeah, I mostly just want it for those exclusive, just to play those exclusive titles. Otherwise, I mean, I have yet to see anything, and that can change when they show us more stuff. I haven't seen anything that makes me want to buy either of the next gen consoles at the moment. I might, if I'm going to pick up either one, it'll probably be a Series X, if only because all the games are backwards compatible, and that's 100% of my library right now.
Right, but they're not going to make any exclusive Series X games for a couple of years now.
But again, it's not about the exclusivity for me. It's about access to my library.
Oh, okay.
I don't own any PS4 games. So if I buy a PS5, I have 0 games to play, and I would have to then also pay for games. Whereas if I pick up a Series X, I don't need to pick up a new game. I can play all of my old games still, and then when the new game that I want comes out, I can then pick it up and play it right away. So that's what I'm saying. If I'm going to pick up either a console, 99.9% is probably going to be an X, a Series X.
Gotcha. Just the reason I'm not understanding is because you can still play all the Series X games that release on the original Xbox One. That's how they're gonna be playing it for the Xbox in general for the next year or two at least, because they're not making any exclusives for Xbox Series X.
So you're saying there's no reason to pick it up because there won't be a game exclusive for a while.
Yes. So
I may still want to pick up newer games to get the enhanced graphics and stuff like that because I do have a 4K TV now.
Right.
Well, for some reason, xCloud does not want to let me sign in. But it has been a while since I turned on this phone. It's catching up on updates and stuff. So I'm gonna do that.
Did you ask it nicely?
No, I said, listen, mother effer. I'm tired of Nathan's face.
You're not going to get it to open anything for you if you talk to it like that.
And also, Nathan's face. Does it look like an A-wing? Because otherwise, I don't see it.
No, instead you guys get my janky hands. Okay. Open this.
So, Robert, what did you think of Nathan streaming PS4 on Friday?
That Hammerhead kill or running her ship into Hammerhead looked very painful.
Yeah, because I don't know if you know, James, but I've been doing Spider-Man, streaming it from PS4, but it has not included the commentary from Jacob and I because we've been using Xbox's wonderful party system, if only because I actually have a headset that works with the Xbox. So there's
I mean, I've seen it pop up on YouTube, but I have not watched any of it. No.
Right, I kind of figured that's what it was. So just letting you know that if you do watch them, there's no commentary. It's just literally me playing the game horribly, and that you'll never hear the stupid jokes that Jake and I have been making while I've been playing. Oh, come on. Why is that not lighting
Well,
You
up?
where's
just
the
had
fun in
because,
a silent Spider-Man?
Yeah, I just had to sit there and watch Spider-Man in silence.
That's fair. Man, why is... I must have done something wrong again.
Be gentle.
Mental.
Be gentle.
Oh, I am. Ha! I just didn't have some of the pieces pushed together all the way, so it wasn't fitting into a gap like it needed to. Okay.
That's so pretty.
Where did? Oh, there it is, right there. All right.
It's hard for me to like appreciate the look of the build because I'm just not, like I said, I'm not a fan of the A-Wing.
I will always remember playing it on the DOS X-Wing simulator because it was the fastest craft in that game, but also it was the least armored, had the weakest shields. It didn't have proton torpedoes; it just had concussion missiles, so you couldn't really take on a capital ship. But the concussion missiles had better tracking, so you could use those against other starfighters. But anyway, so I was doing one of the training missions to get some ribbons on the game to show that I was a qualified A-Wing pilot. And you have to fight a series of harder and harder AIs of A-Wing fighters. So it's A-Wing versus A-Wing over and over again. And I've been spending a long time trying to beat that mission because that game was actually very difficult, very tough. And so I finally get to the very, like, the top ace or whatever the top rank was called. I forget what it was called. And we're flying at each other. We're like doing a chicken run, and he inverts himself, and then we just kind of like slide right past each other like that. So it was like wedge on wedge, and my cockpit like exploded. All the sensors and all the readings on the graphics had like blown up, so I didn't have any readouts or whatever. My radars were gone, so I had no idea where he was, but I was still alive, and I was just like, no. And it's a moment that's always going to stick with me.
So, speaking of flight games, Squadrons, thoughts?
I think it looks but I want to get it.
I kept interrupting him. I didn't catch what he said.
He thinks he's gonna get it.
I said I think it looks awesome, but I don't think I'm going to get it.
Yeah, you've never been a fan of Flight Simulator, so I'm not surprised by that.
I'm a little disappointed that it's only first person.
Really?
Yeah.
I understand why you're disappointed by that, but that makes me happy.
Yeah, I mean, no, there are going to be a lot of people that it's going to be first person. I may still pick it up. It's only going to be $40, so I may pick it up.
It's going to be $40 and no microtransactions.
So
Until it releases 3 months after.
I'm just not as excited as I would have been if it had the option to do third person. I still want to try it first person, but I don't know. When I played flight games, I preferred in third person. And so it's going to be interesting.
I mean, as a test before you buy it, go back to Battlefront 2 and play that, the flight portion of it in first person.
True.
Because it's being made by the same people.
Okay, that's better.
So,
What do y'all think of Halo Infinite? Are you looking forward to that?
well, I mean, seeing as there's like almost nothing about it to get excited about.
That's probably a question for later this week.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing this later this week. That's why I'm asking.
I'll reserve my judgments for after there's actual gameplay footage to look at.
I agree, but I'm looking for it. I look forward to every.
Well, yeah, it's another Halo game. I'm excited simply by the fact that it's another Halo game, but I want to see
Hurting your expectations, which I am as well. I'm just saying, just the fact that it's a Halo game, I'm like, yes, please give me another one. 5 was disappointing, but beyond that, I'm still looking forward to the series. And I absolutely love how they are not making it to where PlayStation's like, no, you have to get a PS5 to play all the new games. Xbox is like, we'll keep supporting you for a couple of years. You'll get the exclusives on Xbox One as well. By the way, if you guys haven't seen the box art for Xbox One games, it's pretty cluttered. It does not look that good. So, sorry, Xbox Series X. If you haven't looked at the box art for Xbox Series X games yet, it looks pretty bad.
Yeah, I definitely was not impressed with the. I mean, it could still potentially be concept art, though. It's not necessarily final. Granted, they're probably late in the game. They probably are actually printing all this stuff, so it probably is final. But until we actually see the games for ourselves, I don't think we should necessarily count it as written in stone that is what the box art will represent.
I mean, does it look bad compared to the PlayStation 5? Because the PlayStation 5 looks disgusting.
It keeps the same green trim at the top, but it looks like it has what would almost be a sticker mentioning Series X on it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the comparison here between Xbox Series X and PS5, and I have no problems with the Xbox Series Xbox.
My problem with the whatever it's called for Xbox, this next generation, is it's so noisy. It's so cluttered with so many different things trying to explain what's going on. I think it's too much noise for what they're doing, because of them trying to not necessarily make Xbox Series X exclusive games yet, but they don't want to keep people from buying it, and just trying to make people aware of what console is going to work on, but it's modified, it's adapted for the Xbox Series X, so you should buy it for that. It just, to me, it's too loud, too noisy.
Yeah, but that white is disgusting.
I don't know what white you're talking about, to be honest.
The PS5 box?
It looks phenomenal. I don't know what you're talking about. It is not.
That white,
awesome.
That white is trash, and so is the white of the console.
Can you share your screen so I can see what you're talking about?
Yeah.
The screen, but I don't remember there being white in the example I saw.
Yeah, 1 second.
It's a white trim, pretty much like the blue trim it has now on PS4.
Yeah, it's sharing.
Yeah, so like I said, I don't like all the tags that are on the Xbox One.
Yeah, I get it. I get the tag stuff. This optimized for Series X is probably a sticker. That'll be on like the plastic wrap or something, maybe. I don't mind this little banner that says Xbox Series X, Xbox One. I think that's fine for a nice, quick way for you to tell whether or not it works on both consoles. But I do not like this white, this all white thing that PS5 is embracing. Like this white banner at the top, it feels unfinished to me.
I can understand that, and I basically agree with it because I definitely prefer the blue. But I think they needed a little something to help distinguish it from the PS4 more than just changing the number 4 to 5.
Yeah, no, so, I get that. I mean, I don't. Regardless, I'll stop sharing. You can go back to your thing.
Okay.
You know, I just don't. I don't care for the white design on the PS5 at all.
Yeah, that's.
I don't care for the way the console, the way it looks. Hey, that's fine. You want to go with some futuristic, whatever design, that's okay. But I don't like the white. I just don't. I don't. In the design, I don't think white works because I can't be hypocritical. There is literally a white Xbox One S sitting right there. You know, but it looks good. Clean lines, straight lines. You know, it looks fantastic. And then it's got this kind of very light, subtle kind of dot matrix, you know, thing on it that just, it looks phenomenal, I think. This black and white, it looks really, really good. But that design with white being that primary outside color, I was not impressed with. I think it looks gaudy. I don't care for it.
It's too bright.
So, you know, I don't know. Like, I think that the whole thing just looks real weird. The controller, I don't like either. I've seen other colors. I think that looks fantastic. I think I've seen some variants, like some people made like a Spider-Man one where it's red and blue. Looks amazing. Have you seen that one, Jacob?
I have, and it's sexy. It is.
It looks really nice.
Yes.
Really nice in that Spider-Man color. But in the white, it looks atrocious, man. It looks like something that fell out of an alien spaceship, but like bad aliens.
So the destroyer are humans, aliens, is what I'm understanding.
I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I honestly, like, you can make fun of Xbox for making theirs look like a fridge. It looks a million times better than the PS5.
I don't have the Xbox design personally.
I think it looks really good. Again, clean lines, nice and straight. But the top kind of has this, like, what is that? Concave?
Do the hand motion again? I was not paying attention. Sorry.
Concave. It dips down.
Concave.
You know, it's got a concave, you know, top where it dips in, and it's got that same grid, just like that same kind of dot matrix grid like the Xbox One S does. Maybe the X has it too. I don't know. And it looks great. You know, do I care for it standing upright? Not really. You know, and I get the fridge joke and stuff, but it looks so much more purposeful, so much more well thought out than the PS5 does. I feel like there was a bunch of concept art that they came up with the case, and someone was like, "Oh, this looks really neat," and then he snuck it in. Like, they approved a different design, and then the guy accidentally clicked on the prototype one, the concept art design, and not the actual one they picked, and it went to print, and they were like, "Oh shit, we can't go back."
I thought you were going to say that it looked like the PS5 was a camel and that it was designed by committee. That reference makes any sense to you?
No, it escaped.
The Microsoft one, it looks like they basically kind of acknowledged that it's not that far off from just being a PC at this point. The
Yeah.
architecture is more the same. So let's just make it a tower.
Yeah.
Let's cut out the middleman.
Yeah.
The only thing
And
you
they-
can't do to it is mod it.
Yeah. And they're, and again, and Microsoft kind of is pushing this whole kind of blurring the lines between the two, right? If you buy a lot of Xbox games now, I forget how it works. Like if you get it, how does it work? If you buy it through Game Pass Ultimate or
Are
something
you talking,
play
are
it
you
on
talking about smart delivery?
No, that you can play like right now. Like there are certain Microsoft games you can buy and play them on both PC and console.
Oh, that gotcha.
Play
You
anywhere.
can both.
Talk about play anywhere.
Right.
That you can buy the game and play it, but you can play the PC version or the console version.
Right.
And then now they're eliminating that and going with xCloud, where then you can essentially just stream the game anywhere you want. So the console now just becomes a connection point rather than an actual console in the traditional sense. And so I think it's smart making it look more like a PC because it just blurs that line even more.
Are they dropping the play anywhere? Actually, I hadn't heard that yet.
No, I'm not saying dropping it so much as pushing that more.
Right, okay.
Because why play the PC version or the Xbox version? Just play the xCloud version. There's no install necessary. You just stream the game, and you've got virtually the same quality with 0 install, 0 load time. You get very, very little hardware requirement. A la Stadia. You don't have to worry about having this super ridiculously overpowered system. You just need a device capable of streaming in 4K 60 frames, and you've got a 4K 60 frame game that you never have to install or wait to load.
And by the way, Stadia is not as bad as you think, honestly. Like
I know it's getting better. But I don't see an advantage of it over other than you need a console for Xbox. I don't know.
Well, no, everything that you were talking about with xCloud is essentially the same thing as Stadia, except for
Correct.
I'm
But
sure
I don't-
X is going to be a lot better than Stadia.
Sure.
But my thing is that it's basically the same exact thing. There is no like download times because everything's streamed. There is no, it's seamless.
But you have to own the game too, don't you?
No. Well, okay. Yes. Sorry. Yes, you have to own the game, but they do have a similar they give you free games every month, just like Xbox and PlayStation does. But
they have. But I don't know if they'll have the library that PlayStation and Xbox would.
Well, they don't. No, they don't have anywhere near the amount of games that Xbox and PlayStation does. But they are gradually getting more and more games. Like they have PUBG now. They have they have Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Origins, like just a ton of games. But it's just they're missing a lot of the key games that like we all play. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have no need to play video games on the go, so this is like all not pertinent to me whatsoever.
Right.
Like even my Switch basically stays docked the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was drat. That would have been the most interesting sticker job I've ever done. Except I didn't trust their instructions and designs and thought I would need to overlap them slightly.
You just said that you didn't trust Lego, and now I am disappointed in you.
That is totally fair. And if
As punishment, you need to quit immediately and send the remains to Robert.
and force him to build a ship that he doesn't care about.
Sudoku. Sudoku is his punishment.
Wait. You want me to kill myself with seppuku? I need to use your lightsaber then. Or seppuku.
Oh, I kept saying Sudoku, and you would say Sudoku, and then when I finally say Sudoku,
That's the joke.
yeah, I know it's the joke.
Wait,
Groan.
I thought the punishment was 1,000 lashings.
What's a lashing?
It's, you know, when you pull your eyelash out one at a time.
Oh, okay.
No, back in the olden days, you know, lashings.
Jacob just wants an excuse to crack the whip.
That sounds good. He knows he doesn't need.
Don't tell my secret. Don't do that.
No, that can't be right. It's got to be down for. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I'm actually surprised with this because usually with the cockpit canopies, they allow a hinge in there.
There's no hinge?
There's no hinge. No, this is all stuck together.
Oh,
Like-
wow.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Sorry. So those red studs at the top, they just bloop, hold it in.
Hmm. But
Man,
it
that's
doesn't
got to
attach
be.
to the bottom, so you could just pull it forward if you wanted to open the cockpit.
Nope. You don't pull it forward either. It all just attaches
Lock
in.
in place?
What's that?
No, when you attach that and you want to open the cockpit, what do?
I don't know. I haven't really gotten in place yet. Apparently that's in the wrong spot.
I was going to say you can't slide it forward because it looks like the chair would be in the way.
Yeah, the chair would definitely be in the way. So if you want to open the canopy, you gotta pull it apart. Some it looks like.
It looks like you just pull it forward a little bit and then lift it up.
Yeah, and then knock the chair out of place. Yeah, it's not one of the.
That's a tad bit disappointing. The cockpit, I do believe, does not open up. It slides forward. In the real A-wing.
I don't remember. I think it pops up, but I don't really remember. So
I believe it slides forward.
you know, now that you said it, I don't know if I've actually have ever seen an animation of the canopy opening on an A-wing.
Because you have not seen Last Jedi.
What's that?
Oh, shut up. You almost had me. Almost. I'm gonna pull it up now in a second. Hold on.
Was it now or in a second? Those are two very.
Oh my God, Nathan.
You know, based on the way it's designed as far as Lego goes, that's got to be awkward for the pilot when he's got to get in and out.
Yeah.
Like they load him in, they go through all this rigmarole, and then he's like, "Oh wait, I got to go to the bathroom."
That'd be me.
Got to wait another half hour for them to get the load lifter to get the canopy back up, and egg on his face. Hey, sorry guys, I had a little too much calf.
Calf, yeah. Calf.
Right, hey. I know things.
I think because we're streaming, Disney Plus is blocking on the laptop. So
Okay.
gotta pull it up on the phone. Star Wars, Last Jedi. Because there is a shot of a pilot getting into the A-wing.
You know, if your only real exposure to the A-wing has been from that quality of filmmaking, I can understand why you wouldn't care for it.
Okay, Nathan.
I know. I'm laying on a bit heavy-handed there, aren't I?
We get it. You don't like the sequel trilogy.
dum. Okay. James,
Present.
I've noticed that this model is accounting for the A-Wing's vertical foils to be tilted, and I've been trying to remember, now that I've gotten to that point in the model, I've been trying to remember if that's how they are, at least in Return of the Jedi. Didn't know if you could help confirm or deny that suspicion.
It does. It does not slide back. It does. The back half tilts downward.
The back half tilts downward.
But the problem too is that the Last Jedi design is a newer A-wing model,
Right.
so the cockpit is not exactly the same. Because there isn't any shot in the OT of an A-wing being boarded. So, but in Last Jedi, the A-wing cockpit, this bar over the top,
This
the A-frame over the top,
okay.
is further forward, and so from there towards the back seat, the cockpit lifts open.
Okay.
So there's like a front portion of the cockpit, the glass that stays in place.
Right. It's just the way you described it. You said the back half tilts down, so I imagine like crushing. So that's what I was like.
Down to close, meaning it tilted up to open.
Okay. I did not catch the close part, so that's probably why I was confused.
So, looking at various pictures just from doing a quick Google search, Nathan.
Yeah.
It's all a matter of perspective.
Okay, so it's probably just like a very slight tilt, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of shots of it like from the side, and I can't see much of a tilt. But if it's from a different angle, you see a little more of a tilt. So it looks like it varies. But that there probably is a small tilt to it.
Thank you for looking at that for me. Because I kept, like I said, I kept looking at the instructions. Like on the box art, I tilt this up some. It's pretty evident that they're tilted slightly towards each other, and I just kept looking at that, and I was like, that just doesn't seem right from what I remember. But we all know how wonderful my memory is, so I knew I couldn't trust it.
You just had to see it from a certain point of view.
All right, Obi-Wan. Oh, wait, I wasn't done on that side. Two, there. Yeah. Like that. Now flip it over, put that in there, and then 6 there. Whew.
And by the way, less than 100 steps now.
I'm in the home stretch.
If your goal was the top of the coming hour, you might be pushing it.
Yeah, my goal was the top of the hour, but I don't think I'm going to get there. Especially since I don't think you guys caught it, but I messed up really badly at the start and missed 2 pieces. I mentioned it quickly on stream, but then we got off topic on something else. So I had to go back and like tear apart some stuff to put those 2 missing pieces on it. So
oh no, don't worry. I saw the wrench. It was brutal.
So yeah, that definitely set me back probably easily 10 minutes with having to search all the instructions I already went through and everything. Why does... Oh, I'm not done, that's why. I was like, I got 2 pieces left over here. Why is that there? And yep, sure enough. All right. Oh, wait. That goes there. Another setback. All right. So the vote was, what was my punishment for not finishing it within 2 hours?
Sudoku.
Using seppuku.
I'm going to need, like, what is that? 81 bodies now. 9 times 9, yeah, 81. Oof.
So I'm confused. Are you stopping at 11?
What do you mean stopping at 11?
Well, because you were talking about not being able to finish at the top of the hour.
Oh no! I'm gonna get. This is gonna be done tonight, and if you guys gotta drop out, that's fine. But I am finished.
He was saying that was his original, goal.
Gotcha.
Oh wow, I didn't realize you even had to build a stand too.
Oh yeah. And in older versions of these Ultimate Collector series, like the Star Destroyer that I have, the stand is actually a part of the model. You start with the stand and then build the ship around it. Okay. And after that, I think it's just the bottom of the wing.
I imagine something of that size versus the A-wing. Did it have like multiple stands you had to build in?
So it actually there was 2. Yeah, there was a front and a back essentially that had to be built. And it makes sense because it's a bigger and it's a heavier model, so of course it needs more support and everything.
Right. Yes. So. Otherwise, one little tip and down she goes.
Yeah, this is going to be really nice on the camera because they're all black pieces essentially. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Excuse me.
Excuse you, sir.
God, there's a mute button for a reason.
Yeah, why didn't you press it? Oh, I was kind of hoping that James was like actively talking or something because he pressed the mute button.
What?
Like I looked over and saw your I was imagining I would look over and see you like talking and pantomiming heavily because you muted yourself. Because I said why didn't you press the mute button, but you can only mute yourself. It was a dumb joke. Oh, there, now he's doing it.
I know nothing.
All right.
If you'll excuse me, I'm going to get a chocolate popsicle.
But only if you bring enough for the rest of the class.
Nope.
Hi, buddy. What you doing? I bet he's going to jump up your ship. There he is. There's Hal. Do you see Lego pieces that were the same color as you? Yeah, show the world your butt. We'll appreciate that. Hi. Only more kisses, huh? Jessica not giving you any love? Hey, no. This is a very bad time for you to do this. All right, kitty. No. Stop. Just because it's a different color doesn't mean you can mess with it.
They're mine now.
Yep. He has taken over a souvenir that Jessica got from a friend from Australia a long time ago. I wasn't done with this. There's a little koala like clip-on that they can hold on to small things and look like it's just an actual koala sitting there. And he just chewed it the heck up.
When did you find time to build a cat? I've only been gone.
That's how long you were gone getting your chocolate popsicle. Would you stop? Seriously, I don't want you.
I would check the date of that popsicle at this point, man. I don't think it's questionable to me.
Stop. You're on your way to a smack bottom. You know that? Yeah.
This popsicle is questionable to me.
I mean, when you make it fresh, it takes a while.
Ooh.
I don't.
What do y'all think?
And if it doesn't float, it's harder to find.
I'm so confused.
I already know the stance on this. James and Robert, what do you guys think of the Avengers game that's releasing this year?
I don't have a PS4.
No,
It's going to be on Xbox, Robert.
one.
Oh, whatever.
I think it's just because he hasn't played the Spider-Man PS4 game.
Look, I mean, the people that are making the Spider-Man game are not making the Avengers game. So.
Oh, they're not? Oh, okay.
Nope.
Square Enix.
Yeah, it's the people who made the Tomb Raider games, the recent reboot ones. Well, I think the first two. Crystal Dynamics, I believe.
Gotcha. Oh, good. He took a hit and got out of here.
I mean, there was a large gap between the last time they talked about it and then a couple weeks ago when they finally had another presentation. But they're trying to make it seem like it's going to be like a Destiny live service type game, and I don't know how that's going to work for them.
Gotcha.
I personally think it looks freaking awesome, to be honest. Like, it really, to me, it looks good. Like, I think all the character models look really good, and it looks really well polished, and I like the story that they're going with it. So,
I thought he took one piece for a second.
The main thing going forward, from what I understand, is any of the new characters and stuff they introduce later as DLC are going to be free. But I don't know. It's just going to depend on how it plays and whether or not it's worth it to replay the same mission type things or however it's going to be structured just to get better loot pieces.
like, the story is separate than the missions. So the missions are like the strikes, essentially, and the story is like just the story.
Yeah, if it's going to be anything like Destiny, I pass.
That's kind of how I feel because I gave Destiny so much time and I loved it so much, but by me, they did dirty to me by the end of it all, and I can't play it anymore right now. So I don't want to go through that again. So
I thought
End of it all. It's still got 3 more yearly expansions coming.
you thought what, Jacob?
I thought you were excited for Avengers, or you were going to get it.
I was excited for Avengers. I didn't realize it was going to be a game like Destiny that was like a live service.
I told you that.
When did you tell me that?
I literally, when I was asking you about it, I told you it was a live service game like Destiny. You're like, oh, that's
whispered it to you in your sleep.
I think that's exactly what happened.
He's behind you right now.
I honestly don't remember that. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's all right. I promise you it was said, though.
Oh, that's right. You wish I would have said that.
No, I said I promise you it was said, though.
Okay. Don't laugh at me playing with my black toy.
No, I'm laughing at something else.
Okay, good.
But now he'll laugh at your black toy.
Laughing at this meme.
It's
Hey, Nathan, shouldn't you have sanitized that before touching it on camera? I mean, it's...
no, it's fine because I know where it's been.
Okay, all right. As long as you're comfortable with it, we're not comfortable with it.
He's intimately comfortable with it. He had to build it up.
Okay.
He's very handsy with it.
I'm having the weirdest time concentrating right now. It's like the entire day I've just been feeling like blah. You know?
I was gonna say it is really hard concentrating when you're looking at all these beautiful men, but you know, it's whatever.
To be fair, he's in the middle of building, so we probably get barely a passing glance.
True.
Yeah. That is quite astute observation.
Remember, he does have a goal, and time is dwindling.
And then these black plates upon black plates in the instructions just making me all cross-eyed right now.
I mean, you're more or less done with most of the A-wing itself, I think, right?
Yes.
Like, I can't tell. Do you have to build like the side cannons or whatever?
Yes. The side cannons definitely have to be built, and I think there's supposed to be wings on the bottom side, but I can't really tell. But definitely the cannons. I see what you did there, James. But yeah, I am almost done. Oh, fudgicles. I think he did. I think that cat did eat a piece on me without me seeing. Oh, nope, there it is. Okay. Whew. That's twice that's happened now. There. He's over here. Oh, goody, the
I
sticker.
can really only imagine just watching Nathan like cleaning the litter box, just patiently waiting for that piece to come back. Like, please be the one.
It'll be sitting there right next to the brown popsicle.
Oh. What's kind of funny about that is shortly after we got him, he actually was having some stomach issues, and so we took him to the vet, and the vet was like, "Okay, cool, we need to pull a stool sample from him, but he's empty, so you need to go home and put down this special litter and then scoop it up so that we can get an actual sample." So that image that Jacob had has basically happened before. I did this very stupidly. Okay. Oh,
Careful, careful.
do it on camera. That way, when I mess up, everybody can see how badly I messes up. Okay, I was just joking. Please don't actually do that to me.
No, wait.
Oh, it is crooked. It is, but just barely. I'll live with it. I'm not done yet. Haha. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Do not pick it up like this. Is not as sturdy as it was last week, James. I forgot if I did that on camera or not. I think I did.
Man, that delay is bad.
What's bad? Sorry.
The delay on YouTube.
Well, yeah. Oh goodness. Okay, so not that way.
Yeah, like you have.
Careful, careful.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I almost thought it was going to break right there the way it tipped forward.
Yeah, that's fair.
What are you doing? Why are you putting it that way?
What do you mean?
That's not how it is in the pictures, or can you put it any way you want?
Yeah, because I can actually like take that sign off and then put it over here. Oh, I see what you mean now. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter because like they're designed to be able to put on however you want. So like I can have it that way, or I can turn it 90 degrees. That way it looks like it's banking through a turn. Okay, there we go. Like that. Let me
Oh, that looks cooler to me.
yeah. Usually the banking position is better looking.
Oh yeah, it looks good.
Armor got in the way. Okay. So now we can kind of have it. Yes. Okay, whatever. This is it, guys. The last bag. We're on step 522.
So you're saying the last bag has almost 50 steps to it.
I have no idea what I'm saying right now. Bippity, boppity, boopity. All right. Okay, everybody. As soon as the cat jumps up, you're going to need to call him out on this one because there's a lot of roly-poly pieces on this. And he will have a field day with them. Okay. It's kind of weird.
Field
having-
day, you say.
What's
Field
that?
day.
Field day, yeah.
Field day, you say. Sounds like an appropriate substitution for the lack of Olympics.
That's going to be the next stream thing I do, is just having the cat up here with a bunch of old Legos I don't care about anymore, and he's just going to be batting them around and just having fun with it.
I'm a little disappointed in myself.
Oh,
I could have been streaming Return of the Jedi this entire time in the background.
probably better that you didn't.
Why?
Copyright infringement?
Well, I mean, for me, not for the stream.
Yeah, I'm disappointed with you as well. Oh, my God. I was skipping the white box on the left side of the instructions, thinking, where in the world are all these pieces coming from? Did I skip over some steps? And then that rail. Come on, stop rolling. Stop rolling. Okay. Oh. Those.
Okay. Jacob,
Present.
favorite Star Wars original trilogy movie?
Well, Return of the Jedi.
Why?
Why? It's the best one.
But why do you like that one the most? What is it about it that sets it apart from the others?
I mean, they're all like loose. Obviously, they're all like closely connected. So, like, I don't know. I just remember watching that one more than the other ones, and enjoying it more than that one.
He's all about that yub nub, Commander.
Specifically, I can't say. I don't know.
I wonder if because of it being a conclusion is why you like it the best.
Probably. All I know is that I was grossed out by them kissing so many times in the original trilogy.
James?
I was going to say, wait, so many times. There's
Twice.
a handful, maybe?
Yeah,
Two.
there's either way. One's too many, and then two's
It
way
is
too many.
Twice.
Exactly.
Three times. Three times. Three times.
Well, okay, if you count
To be fair,
everything, you've got what? Luke, Leia for luck on A New Hope.
Yeah.
You've got the Endor one, or I'm sorry, the Hoth one. So that's two. There was at least, was there two Han and Leia's in Empire or just the one? I don't remember. Did they kiss both on the Falcon and before the carbon freezing?
no, only the Falcon.
No, the Falcon, I think CPO interrupts.
That's right. So just the carbon freezing then.
But if we're talking about just Luke and Leia is what we're talking about. Them kissing, I think, is what Jacob has a problem with.
Yeah.
So you have for luck in A New Hope. Then there's and Hoth.
Mm-hmm. And they're both really passionate, even just creepy kisses. Like, not like the one where like she kisses him on the cheek. That's whatever, brother, sister. I get it, but not the other two.
And then you have the one where, because there's one where, yeah, on Hoth, and then did they kiss one other time, or is that
Luke and
it?
Leia? I don't believe so. No.
No, I think it's just twice. Yeah, that's it.
No, I promise you. Well, they kiss twice, but two of them are extremely passionate, and then there's like one up there on the cheek, which I don't consider as like, them kissing.
The one, the for luck one is the one that I can forgive. That's just a quick peck for luck thing.
Mm-hmm.
The only other kiss that I think you're considering is passionate is the one that she uses to make Han jealous,
Mm-hmm.
which is on Hoth after they rescue him from the Wampa.
Right.
So
Well,
where do you think the other one is, Jacob?
In the third
There's
movie,
no other one after that.
them on the cheek.
When did she kiss him on the cheek?
I rewatched this. I even pointed out to Nathan recently, and he was like, I didn't even realize that.
The only place I could imagine it in my head, if it had happened, is when he grabs her and they're about to go on the Tarzan swing from the sail barge.
Yeah, that's.
I don't believe they did, though.
I think they did right then and there.
I don't.
Time to kiss.
I only think they kissed twice. How many times are looking at a kiss?
Twice, or at least like it was creepy twice. The peck on the cheek was no big deal. I didn't. So there's at least 3.
A New Hope. It says 2 kisses, one for luck after they cross over the ravine, and one when Luke returns from having officially blown up the Death Star.
What? Oh, like when he's getting out of the X-wing or something, like before the ceremony.
There's one where where either he or she's. I think it's right after he gets attacked and he's laying in the bed. I mean, he kissed.
Oh, stand up. I need to see. Thank you. Oh, come on. Ah! Nobody saw that.
I saw it.
No.
Considering I'm on a different screen, having Googled for something, you're correct.
Well, there is a kiss in Empire Strikes Back. I'm remembering this one. She does kiss him when they recover him from the weather vane.
Yes.
And she's like tending to his wounds, and when she goes to walk away, she kind of turns back and gives him a kiss.
Yes. That's the other one I'm talking about as well.
Okay.
Anyway, James, favorite OT movie and why?
Jedi for Papa Palpatine.
Go for Palpatine.
But so you like wait. So you like Return of the Jedi because of Palpatine?
That's the reason I had always given back in the day, yes.
And is it because Palpatine's your favorite character, or
for whatever reason, yes. I don't know if that's changed now exactly, given any new stuff, but yeah.
Okay. We'll let Nathan go last. My favorite used to be Empire Strikes Back. But honestly, like it's now in more recent years has become A New Hope, because it stands on its own. Like it doesn't require the rest of the movies for any sort of context or closure. If it ended with just A New Hope, like it's a complete movie. And I love the introduction of how the movie just subtly introduces each character You know what I mean? Like, you don't get this whole, hey, here's Luke Skywalker, you know, okay, hey, hi, here's this guy. Like, the movie just so organically introduces each character. And just, I don't know, every time I watch the movie and I experience those moments, I feel pure joy. Like, I'm just like, you know, this is so cool. Like, I feel like I'm meeting Luke Skywalker again for the first time every time I watch the movie.
Right, and you get do you get goosebumps when you watch it too? Because I do.
Yeah, I do every time.
Every single time, never fails. I get goosebumps.
Yeah, when it starts and, you know, R2D2 and C3PO are walking down the corridor there, and you know, then the ship is being attacked and everything, and it's just like the movie isn't wasting time trying to tell you who these characters are or anything. Like, you're in the middle of this conflict, and it's like, let's go. You know, no exposition, you know, all of this. It's so great. It's such a great stands completely on its own Star Wars movie, where I feel like the rest, and that may just be because they come after, you know, they are sequels, you know, after all. It's a complete movie on its own, and the rest you have to see the rest to get it, you know.
Right.
Who Luke is in Return of the Jedi means nothing if you don't know who he was in A New Hope.
I still can't get over how different Luke looks from the first movie to the second movie because of his.
Blame that on a car accident.
I know, yeah. But like he looked drastically different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, again, car wreck.
Right, I know. I just
he effed up his face. He's going to look very different.
Right.
It was a car wreck, just as bad as this live stream. Oh,
because this live stream is a car wreck. Anyway, so that's why like A New Hope is my favorite now.
Right.
So, Nathan.
It has not changed from Empire Strikes Back, and that mostly stems just from a cinema standpoint, in that there can't be a perfect movie because there are too many variables between director, casting director, editors, actors, all that kind of stuff. But there can be a perfect sequel, and Empire Strikes Back is one of them, or at the very least is as close as we'll ever get with the limitations of our art process.
Mm-hmm.
And so while I definitely agree in that A New Hope is fantastic because it can stand on its own, it had to stand on its own, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It had no choice but to do that. Whereas Empire, you know, it got to build on the universe, which it did. It got to develop more themes about the movie, which it did.
Mm-hmm.
So it just, the fact that it was able to take such an original idea as Star Wars, a space opera, and make it that much more involved, I will still always enjoy and support.
Yes, and those are all the same reasons why why Empire was my favorite. Because it's fantastic. Like, the Jedi is the least of. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Return of the Jedi. It's good, but like, I feel like A New Hope and Empire were just so much better. I don't know what it is about Return of the Jedi that I don't know, that I just didn't like. I don't know if it's the pacing, or I don't want to say it's the Ewoks, but it just feels so different compared to the other two.
It was definitely designed to be more marketable, hence the Ewoks, so I can definitely understand that part of it. I'm trying to remember, I was watching a video review on it, I think by JXZ, or maybe Schaeferlass, a YouTuber. I forget which one it was exactly, but they were talking about why Empire Strikes Back was such a good sequel, but Return of the Jedi was not. And part of it was, you know, unnecessary marketing, because that way they could sell toys. that was in the movie or was involved too much with the movie. Like you can have a new ship in a movie to market toys, and that's okay if it's just like showing it. But the fact that you have a whole story arc revolved around these cute little cuddly aliens is where a lot of people were lost on the whole marketing for that movie.
Yeah.
I think it might have been something to the effect of that it wasn't as good of a sequel because it didn't expand on too many themes like Empire Strikes Back did.
Mm.
Sorry, I caught some cat hairs. Excuse me.
But yeah, without Empire, we also would not have the Imperial March.
I'm sorry, can I change my answer?
You can change your answer to whatever you want, just as long as it's not 7, 8, or 9.
My new answer is 100% guaranteed. It has to be the Christmas special. No, I'm just kidding. I've never actually seen it.
You know what? I was honestly getting ready to like close them out to put them on the screen if he had said one of the new movies, but he said the Christmas
Well,
special.
remember, the original question from Robert was original trilogy. So
Oh, I know. But still, if he had gone that far to say that, I'd been like, and goodbye. Okay, gentlemen.
So,
1 hour and 56 minutes. I forget what time we started the stream. Oh, no, we started on
Well-
time. It's actually been an hour and 41 minutes.
right, that's how
You
long it's
finished
been
on
live.
time.
What'd you
Quickly, howl, attack.
say?
So now, is the pilot meant to just sit there on the side if you want, or does he go in the cockpit?
We can try to put him in the cockpit, but I can guarantee you that the seat is far too big for that. In fact, actually. Oh, sorry, wrong button. That one.
Wrong lever.
Just about. Oh.
I mean, it is all Disney now, so that that fits.
But yeah, you'll see that the seat is like way too big for this minifigure. Well, maybe not way too big. Okay.
I was like, it shouldn't be.
A lot of
I
these
mean, come on,
models.
you want the guy to be comfy.
A lot of these models aren't necessarily made to scale for the minifigures. So, man, that is incredibly dark. Yeah, his legs don't. Oh God, bless. His legs don't really reach where the pedals are, and I don't know if you can see the flight yoke, that ball thing there. He wouldn't be able to reach it with his hands.
Okay, but if
Like
you want,
you
Sorry.
need your feet for the pedals to drive a spaceship.
right,
I mean, okay, yes, you do, because there are rudder pedals that you press and depress that would make the ship rotate along this axis. So
Yeah,
yes,
I know. Yes.
But my question is, why are there 6 pedals if there's only 4?
or the corollary to that question that they explored.
Oh my god! The moment you said pedals, that popped into my head, and I'm like, timing, Robert. Wait, right?
I just realized. I'm going to switch cameras again. Sorry.
Oh my
Stay
god!
on target.
I just noticed that the pilot, he has 2 faces. One is that smug little, yeah, I'm going to take this guy out. And the other one is,
Oh shit! I'm dead.
yes. So guess which one is getting displayed?
Oh shit! I'm dead.
Yep. It's a cat. Anyways, there it is. The final-
That thing has some serious wobble to it.
Oh yeah, so the stand, it's cheap. It's Legos, it's not going to hold it perfectly, but it's enough to hold it without it moving too much. And it's not designed to be played with. It's designed to be put on a stand and up on a shelf and used, not poked.
All right, time for the
Not
10-foot
to
crash
poke it,
test.
Nathan. What are you doing?
I didn't hear what either of you said.
Sorry.
It's time for the 10-foot crash test.
It fails. Jacob, what did you say?
Nope. I need the evidence.
Oh, okay. I will mail it to you in about 10 years. How's that?
You do not tempt him. James will log it, and in 10 years, he will ask for the crash test results.
There's
Well-
no need to log it. It's so long as YouTube doesn't explode in 10 years. So it'll be up.
What if I destroy the channel, though, and delete all the videos? They're permanently deleted.
The internet remembers.
Oh, yeah. Time machine. I forgot about that.
That looks good.
Yeah. I was very happy with this build. It met all the expectations and itches that I had hoped for. Unlike the Superstar Destroyer, it did not disappoint. Hear me, Lego?
You were, remind me, you were disappointed by the Superstar Destroyer?
I was very disappointed with Superstar Destroyer. It was not a fun build. It was not a fun final product. The only thing really going for it is the fact that it's removable from the stand like this A-Wing is, unlike the Star Destroyer. But basically, you can remove the top parts of the Superstar Destroyer and get a look of the interior, which is kind of cool. But it's still designed to be on a shelf, and all my shelves are up high, so I get to look at the underbelly of the ship. And like, if you look at the underbelly of this A-Wing, it still looks pretty nice. It still looks like it's a model. With the Superstar Destroyer, it is all flat. It's like you just put down a huge space plate for the Superstar Destroyer and then built it up so that if you look down on it, it looks pretty good. But since it's up high all the time for me, I keep looking at its underbelly, and it's terrible.
Terrible.
What you need to do is build the Lego Death Star 2, and then take the Superstar Destroyer and hang it so that it's falling towards the Death Star.
I like this.
Go on.
Then you could always appreciate that as like a fine work of art.
Yeah, but I don't think that they would be able to hang from the ceiling very well. Anyways,
I mean, depends on what you're using to hang it.
that is very true. Sorry, I'm trying to get some straightness out of it. Don't need these targeting lasers to be not straight. Anyways, this is all.
So
Okay,
now, what other snub fighter are you going to have to go next to it? What Imperial fighter, perhaps?
Oh, that'd be nice. I don't think Go ahead.
Do they have one in this extra expensive kit?
The TIE Interceptor was one a long time ago. I believe it was like the second or third UCS model that came out, but I was too young to afford to buy it, so I missed out on it. But I do have the X-Wing UCS that is just in storage, but I didn't have it in its original packaging like this one was, so it'd just be a lot of random pieces strewn about, and it would take me a long time to build it back together piece by piece. Which I don't know if that's definitely going to be good content. But I knew at least with this, it'd be organized, and if I didn't get to finish it all in one go, like is what happened, that I could easily put it up and not be in the way of my daily life.
I think it's cute you think this is good content.
That is fair. But
I
it's
mean, you did get to over 40 views for the previous video. And I don't know if it had anything to do with it or not, but your last Spider-Man stream, I think when I looked, was at 14 views compared to 1 or 2 for the previous ones.
Wow.
So,
yeah, I haven't looked at any of the metrics since like last Sunday, I think it was. So that's all news to me. Anyways, I mean, it's decent content for people who just want to hear people talk. And then, hey, look over there. It's a nice little Lego piece that's been put together.
Content for people who want to hear people talk. Who wants to hear people talk on the internet? Next thing you know, you have to tell them a podcast thing.
Right? And that's why YouTube, or not YouTubers, but like Let's Players are such a popular thing. Okay, that is not going to work like I had in my mind. Okay. Okay. All right.
If we were to start a podcast, what would we call it?
Oh, it's not straight.
Starbros? Sorry, that was lame. I knew it before it even left my mouth. I knew it was lame.
We could do something. This is going to sound terrible, but like maybe something.
Okay. Print it, ship it. This is going to sound terrible.
Oh, okay. No, have something like.
Hold on, I'm working on the merch.
3 Star Wars fans and a Trekkie, and then like we never reveal which one of us is the Trekkie, and it's just always like a question of, okay, which one is the Trekkie or something like that.
Not me.
I thought live long and prosper. I was taking a drink. Anyways, but yeah.
I like it. This is gonna sound terrible.
That's what we're gonna call ourselves now. I like it. This is gonna sound terrible. Anywho, good night, everybody.
It's going to sound terrible. Episode 1, subtitled